Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, welcome. My name's Ashley. Now, for those who were there for my last video, I am aware I have been gone for a while, and I'll explain that in another video. But today is just going to be about the movie industry and their sad lack of representation. It's pathetic. Okay. So this was going to be an Instagram blurb, but as I started typing ahead of time, I was like, there's not enough space to cover this all. This is a bigger thing than I thought I was going to talk about. There's just not a lot of people are going to read this. If I'm going to do it, it's got to be in a video. So, hence why I'm making this video. So basically, as I said before, the entertainment industry has a very, very pathetic lack of representation. Now, some of you might be like, oh, you have shows and movies. Yes, 5, but it's compared to the amount of cheesy Hallmark movies, it's tiny. We have a tiny amount. And it's really sad because it's 2019 and I do not see a rom-com insight or a drama insight or something with a person with a disability as the lead character. Like, it's nowhere. Non-existent. Where the way I see it is we're that character they add so they don't get crud for it. Which is really sad because it's like we have a line or two and then we're tucked in the corner never to be seen of again. Which this brings me to my next point. Most of the time, it's not someone with a genetic disorder. We have about, I want to say, 4 shows and movies with a person who has a genetic muscle disease. And those shows, one of them is Speechless, which some of you have seen, some of you have not. It's really funny. It's a little exaggerated, but it's probably the closest to accuracy or representation we have. It's Speechless. It's on Netflix. I believe it's on Hulu too. Really funny. Love it. Unfortunately, it was discontinued. Yay. So we do have that show, and then across the ocean in Europe, there are some more movies. There's, I want to say, 2 French movies. I don't remember the names of them. Obviously, it's in French, so that's probably why I don't remember. But here, in the United States, we got nothing. We got nada, and it's sad. So, some of you might be like, oh, what about the movie Me Before You? No. That movie was cute. Sure, but it made us all look bad in a certain way. Now, if you haven't seen it, spoilers. He chose to have an assisted suicide because he didn't want to live with his disability. After that movie came out, there was this whole, oh, are you okay? Do you need to talk? I know your life sucks and this and that. Like, everyone in the disabled community was like put under a microscope because of that movie. And another thing about that movie is the way they portrayed it. He didn't have a genetic disorder. He didn't have a muscle disease. He was a paraplegic. He was paralyzed from an accident. Now, this is not to bag on paraplegics. Please don't think this is it. Please don't think that this is me attacking you. This is how the movie industry works. When there is a person with a disability, it's always from an accident of them living life. And that's not, yeah, there are paraplegics for sure, but 75% of the rest of the community has a genetic disorder. They have a muscle disease. They were born with it. They didn't get it from parasailing or a boating accident. They had a mutation in their gene. But the movie industry has decided, oh hey, this is an easier route. Let's just make the person a paraplegic, put them in a wheelchair. There you go. There's your representation. That's gotta change. Now. Don't get me wrong. I'm super happy paraplegics have some sort of representation, but it gets to a point where people start thinking, oh, you're in a wheelchair because of an accident. That's not how that works. Some of us have a genetic disorder, but the movie industry won't help explain that, and it's a little frustrating for us. Not a little, it's a lot. So even you have little kids watching movies thinking they're not enough. When I was at camp a few years ago, we were watching Moana, and I remember a little girl, maybe about 2 rows in front of me, she looked at her counselor and was like, I wish I was a princess. And her counselor was like, oh, but you are one. And she was like, oh, no, I can't run, therefore I'm not a princess. She said something along those lines in little kid gibberish. And I kind of sat there, and I was like, oh. If that doesn't break your heart, I don't know what does. We have little girls and little boys thinking they have to be able to walk, they have to be skinny, they have to be handsome or pretty in order to be loved, in order to have their Prince Charming or princess. If that doesn't hurt you, I don't know what will. As I got older, I saw this, I recognized it more, I got more and more frustrated about it. For someone in the disabled community, whenever they mention they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, someone who's an able-bodied person goes, what? What? You have a love life? Gasp. It's, in the way I see it, if the movie industry made a rom-com with a person with a disability as the lead role, and not a paraplegic, like someone with a genetic disorder, it'd be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It'd be easy, because you'd be teaching people while also giving us the representation we want. I don't get why that hasn't started. And if you're watching this and you know a director or you know a producer or you know someone in the film industry, have them hit me up. I will volunteer gladly to be behind the scenes and help this become a reality. Here's the thing though. I don't want to see a movie where an able-bodied person plays a disabled person. We can act too. Why don't you just hire one of us? Seems logical. But no, they hire celebrities to portray a disabled person, and most of the time, it's bad. It's bad because they're still making that character a certain way. Like, they should look a certain way. They should talk a certain way. If you hire someone with a disability to play that role, it'd be more accurate. And it wouldn't even be that hard. We're out there. You just gotta find us. So, that is what I want. That is what I've wanted for 4 years now, and every year I'm kind of like, oh, maybe there will be one this year. Oh, maybe Netflix will release one this year. Maybe Hulu will. Maybe HBO. Maybe it'll come out. And every year passes, and every year I'm disappointed because it doesn't happen. And it's 2019, and there's nothing. And some of you might be like, well, at least you have those 5 or 6 movies and shows. When you have a channel like Hallmark who releases about 100 movies a year, and it's just a channel and a brand, to put it into a perspective, you can see how that's pathetic. So, this is my rants. If you're still watching, congratulations. But seriously, if you know someone, show them this video. Share this video. Someone out there, a director, producer, writer, has got to see this and go, I can do that. I can do that easily. Because we're getting tired of it. We want more representation. We want to have us portrayed a realistic way and not glamified, not muscular, which we aren't, which some of them are. Just not the way Hollywood does it now. We're done with it. We have been for a while. So, movie industry, if anyone who works for it is watching, help us out, please. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you made it, congratulations. Hit the subscribe button, share with your friends, or just hit the like. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a really good day. I'm rolling out.